welcome to the zoo.
Why am I here?
Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribe-Light, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I'm your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart Inquisitor.
Sanguine.
Skep, Tock.
I'm Prospero.
Fat Platypus.
Chaosy.
And I'm Della Hazed.
Regular streamers, they're known as Minions. And special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Minions of the Zoo Monday Night Mayhem. I have a little clip to play real quick. And, oh shit, where is it? There we go.
Let me ask you something. When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No. No, man. Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
Welcome to the Minions of the Zoo Monday Night Mayhem. Still kind of getting used to the whole swapper with quiz, but hey, I'm joined tonight with Terry. How you doing, Terry?
Not bad. How about you?
I'm doing all right. I definitely don't have a case of the Mondays, but
I would hope not.
Because I don't want my ass beat, but but yeah, it's Monday and it's the start of a week, or actually it's Tuesday for you. So
it is.
How did Monday go?
It rained all day yesterday, so there's that.
That doesn't sound like a fun Monday.
No.
It didn't rain here. It's supposed to rain hardcore tomorrow all day, so thanks. Predictions from the future. Thanks chat and everybody out there for hanging out with us tonight. We're just gonna be hanging out, relaxing. Usually we do the hangout relaxing stuff on Sundays, but there were some things that I wanted to bring up, just to talk about, some topical shit, and then we'll see what type of game I play, if I get around to it. But yeah, how was your weekend, dude?
I mean, every day's the same, whether it's a weekend or not, so I tend not to really distinguish them that well, but I mean, I played video games, I watched YouTube, I posted on Twitter, something that Jack Gunsky was unable to do, so I did enjoy the fact that a Gunsky-free Twitter for about a week.
Wow. Was he booted, or?
He
Or is he in jail,
said that, you know that Amaranth lady?
Yeah.
He basically called her a hoe, and I'm guessing someone reported his tweet, and he had to take a 7-day holiday from Twitter.
That's our Jack. Bah, bah, bah.
Yeah.
Oh man. I saw somebody. I think it was I don't know who these people are, like who retweeted with a shame and then who did it, but somebody was dressed up as her and said,
"Oh God,"
something like, I don't know if it was supposed to be like a Halloween costume or they're doing a stream, whatever. It's like, if I don't do something, my husband beats me or something like that, some shit like that. And somebody posted it, like,
I did see that.
Yeah, somebody posted it as like how could you be sitting here making fun of a domestic abuse victim?
Oh, it's easy.
I'm like, holy shit, this went off the rails real quick.
But no, I did have a look at that lady's Twitter page, and I think she's trying to court controversy because no one is paying any attention to her OnlyFans. It's like, I know, I'll be edgy, and then people will come watch that. And I don't think it worked. I think it just...
Yeah.
She's still nobody. I don't remember her name.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, I have no idea. They just, some reason these things spring up on my fucking Twitter feed, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Just
so
wow.
I don't think her plan worked, but I mean, I can respect the attempt.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, the attempt. Yeah, no, it's kind of bad. And I'm also seeing, since we're getting close to Halloween time, I'm seeing the obligatory my culture is not your costume type stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that all over Twitter too.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people, oh, hey, you better not dress up like a Native American princess. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. I do like seeing Della, Johnny, and Camel. Every time someone says dressing up like a Native American is unacceptable, they're just like, no, it's not. It's fine. Go ahead, do it. No one cares.
I recall, since I do like to focus on video game stuff, I do recall when Mario Odyssey came out, and there was a big hoopla about Mario in a poncho and a sombrero.
Oh God, I forgot he even did that. But yeah, you're right.
I think they removed the image on the back of the box, some shit too. But I just remember all the fans from Mexico being like, "We love it, man! This is fucking awesome! It's Mario in a sombrero." Yes.
Yeah, no, I forget who it was, but there's this dude. I think it might have been someone from PragerU, but he was dressed in like a poncho and a sombrero and all that stuff, and he's walking around asking actual Mexicans, "Does this offend you?" And he's like, "No, man, you look good."
No, this is fucking no. Oh, okay. It's just crazy right now. Seeing a whole bunch of footage from these weirdos about the holiday,
Yeah.
But the other thing was candy, and I saw you and Kefki were once again defending. Well, Kefki was defending candy corn, but they brought up circus peanuts. Holy shit! Have you ever tried one?
No, I don't know what a circus peanut is. I've seen the picture of it, and it doesn't look good.
I don't even know how to describe the taste of them. It's okay, I'm gonna put it in the category of bad candies, right along with fucking candy corn and black licorice, and to an extent, Tootsie Rolls. I saw RGT85 on Twitter saying he got some Tootsie Rolls for trick-or-treaters, and then he was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna," and then later he was, eating them all, and I'm sitting there like, dude, those are so nasty.
Of all the things you mentioned, the only thing I know what it is and what it tastes like is licorice, and I absolutely hate black licorice, so I agree with you on that. I haven't tried the other stuff, but black licorice is awful.
Okay, well, we'll send you a care package and send you some circus peanuts and candy corn.
Candy corn and Tootsie Rolls.
That might as well be like sending you a package of anthrax.
Well, I'll try it. I mean, maybe I'll like it, maybe I'll throw it out, but I mean, if I had the opportunity to try it, I'd try it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, give it a shot, you know, by all means. I'm just going by, I don't know.
Halloween is not really a thing down here. I mean, I think it's more of a thing. I think it's more of a thing these days because, like, a lot of American influence over the culture. But, like, when I was growing up, there was just something they talked about on TV. I never dressed up. I never went trick-or-treating. I never did anything for Halloween. I've never even had anyone knock on my door asking for candy on Halloween. It's just not happening down here. So,
that reminds me of something I saw too, where it was I think it was from Australia. I wish I had saved the image, but somebody wrote a note, I guess, and put it on the front door like, "Stop knocking on my door trick-or-treating. This is Australia. We're not fucking America." Like, you're not gonna get any candy. It's like, yes.
I mean, I don't even need that sign because no one is knocking on my door. Like, I've been alive for 41 years, almost 42, and not once has someone knocked on my door asking for Halloween candy. So I've managed to avoid it for 4 decades.
It's odd. I mean, honestly, there was there was a point when it started slowing down around here, but it was fun when you're driving around a town and you see just, you know, because often it's clumps of families, you know, and they're just walking around with their kids and they're all in their costumes, and it's like, dude, you know, that was fun. You know, you see Optimus Prime and fucking some other character, Frozen Lady, I don't know. That's how long ago it was. And I think last year I started seeing some people walking around a little bit. I don't know. It just a callback to when I was growing up. We'd, you know, take our pillowcases and snag as much
I saw
candy.
on Twitter. I saw a comic on Twitter which was like this guy going up to this person in a shop saying, "What's your name?" And he goes, "You know, Fred." And he goes, "Tell me something about yourself." And he's like, "I don't know, I went to this school." Then the first guy turns to his kids and says, "See, now he's not a stranger. We can accept candy from him." And it's like, you know, like the free samples of candies. Like, the only way he could get his kid to take it is because, you know, don't take candy from strangers. Yeah. No, he's not a stranger anymore. We spoke to him.
You know his name.
They grab some.
Okay, what is that? Halloween is a uniquely American holiday because it dates back to the witch trials. Probably, I don't know. I haven't really looked into the history of Halloween. Would be a nice something nice to listen to while I'm working. One of the benefits of where I work is I'm able to just pop on a documentary, and as long as there's not a lot of visual focus, I can just listen to it while I'm working. And you know, recently I stumbled across a couple of documentary YouTube channels about the history of the Southwest of America in the late 1800s, and it's pretty interesting. Oh, also, speaking of which, I checked earlier. Okay, so Minions of the Zoo is trying to branch off into Rumble, and we would like to go into Rumble and start streaming there, doing our live stream there as well. Maybe I don't know if we can mirror it or if we just migrate there altogether. The upper heads are still plotting their course, but in the meantime, I would like to invite you all to go check out Minions of the Zoo on Rumble. I don't know, I went looking there earlier, a few hours ago, and I didn't see our channel, so I don't know. I could have sworn we had a channel.
I put the link in chat.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Actually, I'll see if I can put it in the description as well before the end of the show. But yes, go click on that link, and if we can get, I think it was 100 subscribers.
Yeah. 100 is the target, but we're still a bit away from that. We've got, I think, 9 subscribers at the moment. So, yeah, if you are interested in the show and you want to help us over on Rumble, please do subscribe.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't, we're gonna punt your kitten out the bridge. I was instructed to say that by the higher ups. I'm sorry, it's just how it goes. Okay, look, sometimes you gotta use a little muscle to get your way. No, I guess I gotta say this. That was a joke. That's the joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Tia keeps saying that he'll only subscribe if I let him win at What the Dub. And my stance is unchanged. I do not let anyone win at anything. You want to win at What the Dub, you have to earn that. You have to be funnier than everyone else.
What is What the Dub?
It is a party game, so they'll play a clip from an old movie. The sort of thing that they'd show on MST, 3K, or Rift Tracks, like one of those old movies. And then the audio will cut out, and you have to type a funny line for the actor to say, and then whoever has the funniest line is the winner.
What do you play this with? Old Jackie?
No, Johnny Hellcat is the one who owns What the Dub, and it's usually him, me, Camel. Tier often plays. Travis Gardner plays. Sometimes Della, but he's often busy with work. So yeah, we play over on Johnny Hellcat's channel, and yeah, it's fun.
Shit.
It's a good game.
Johnny Hellcat, you're hiding out from me, sir. I want to play these games. I think he invited me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you want to play, just let him know that you're interested, and he'll invite you.
No. He has to make the first offer, not Tock.
Oh, okay. Well, then you might be waiting a while.
Yeah, I probably will. Oh, geez.
And Corsten was kind enough to subscribe, so we're now into the double digits.
Oh shit! Nice. We have now gained double digits in the in the Rumble. Yeah, 2 fingers up there. See, this is a good thing. Okay, as we grow and expand, sooner or later we'll start having Minions of the Zoo run documentaries, and this will be an important thing for the future to establish our brand and also expand the brand. I mean, personally, I see plushies and body pillows of the Minions. I think that would be really a top tier seller. Would you?
I'm just replying to Tia in chat. Sorry. He was saying he's going to beat me at What the Dub. So I just said, just lay off the Sean and Fred Quisha jokes and be actually funny, and you probably win.
Damn. Says does a tear just go into one bit jokes, or
it became a running gag that the name Tashawn and Steve were like 2 characters that just sort of got created. But people started overusing the Steve Tashawn jokes, and then Camel was reading that hoe got roaches in her crib, and a character in that book was called Fred Quisha. So then people started adding Fred Quisha jokes to the mix, and it was really just ha Fred Quisha is a funny name, ha Tashawn is a funny name, and it got pretty tiresome. So that's why I'm saying be actually funny. Don't just rely on silly names.
Yeah, but if it was funny then, theoretically it should be funny thousands upon thousands of times later, right?
You would
Right.
think, but no.
Come on, say it. Just say the word.
Say the line, Bart.
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm being hard on him, but I mean, Camel was doing the same thing.
Hey, no.
I just
look
get
in
grumpy.
terms of humor and comedy. One of the things I've kind of gauged off of watching a lot of behind the scene talk of a lot of these comedians, wow, is you have to do that. You have to be harsh because you got to be able to take it as well. And when you're able to do that, when you're able to dish it out and take it, the comedy comes in there, and that's where the intellect comes in. Are you smart enough to focus those types of witty remarks, quick jibs, into something that is tolerable to the masses? Or are you a constant, are you an Andrew Dice Clay type? Goo!
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do that on Quippers as well, where there'll be like one thing that becomes like the joke of the stream, and they just hammer it into the ground, and it's just like it gets excessive. It's funny once or twice, but not 5 times a game. It's just it wears thin. So I'm possibly holding people to a bit of a high standard, but yeah, it bothers me when people get that lazy.
It's well, I mean, it's it's a learned trait. Not everybody can spin dishes.
He's saying Fred Quisher is a funny name. Yeah, it is a funny name the first 1 or 2 times, but it doesn't need to be every single answer. That's my point. And Kevin is saying Jews, LOL. And he's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, just saying Jews isn't funny in and of itself. You need some sort of context to make it funny.
Do you want to go down this route? Do you want to give some examples?
Okay. Like,
no, I'm not. No. Look, we like our channel, and unfortunately, this is not our channel. We're just renting out the space for the Minions of the Zoo. Pretty sure they don't want to ban because we decided to give off some funny examples of how you can Jews.
No, it's like
we can make that funny.
A mild example would be if the prompt was, where did all my money go? And then your response was Jews, LOL. Okay, that's got some context to make it at least a little bit funny. If it's just, trying to think of an example, but like,
See, even with that, I would say it would be funny only if it was like completely just like nobody was joking around, and I don't even know that probably wouldn't even, because it's just like aha, okay, like,
yeah.
like
No, that's
not,
my point. It's like,
that's what I mean. You gotta expand on it. You gotta
yeah. Even with a little bit of context, it's still only sort of a kind of joke. But my point is,
oh shit.
Just saying the word in and of itself isn't hilarious. You need something to make it into an actual joke.
But see, that's where it's still in the crass type environment where I'm gonna say something edgy, Jews, there's your money, and it's like the smart part about the joke would be to either elaborate in a short story, because again, you don't want to be waxing poetically about some shit joke that you're gonna bomb on, but a quick fucking when you hear, and I think that's where a lot of people fall short, is they don't have that, or they don't want to craft it. You have, because it also it takes the licks. You're gonna say it's gonna bomb, and you have to accept that. You have to let that bomb hit you. That's the only way to learn. You know, if you're building muscle, you're tearing it apart and building it back up.
Yeah. There's some sort of jokes that become standard and overused as well. Like,
oh, definitely,
it was pretty funny. For instance, the Epstein jokes, but again, you don't want every single joke to be about Epstein because it loses its impact. It's like, it's just you got to know when something is being hit a bit too hard and when to sort of ease off.
Well, see, Terry, now we're going to start talking about the Bushido code of joke making. When is the proper time to make a proper response utilizing such tactics and topics?
Because there can be times where just saying, the N-word or Jews or whatever can like work as shock humor, but not if it's all you do. you know what I'm saying? Like it stops being shocking, and therefore it loses its comedic value.
Yes, wholeheartedly. There's only so many times you can sit there and be like, aha, because he smelled like poop. And it's like, all right, dude, you said that like 100 times. How many fucking times are you gonna say that? We're gonna call out the catchphrase before it comes out. It's not good.
And Keith M says, I like winning a lot. Winning is fun. I won't deny that. But I do think if you're too focused on winning in a game like Jackbox, it shoots itself in the foot because you're not giving yourself the sort of the freedom and spontaneity that's required to actually come up with something good. If you're too stressed out over, oh my god, I've got to get more points.
Yes.
And you're not really in the moment. You're not going to be as funny.
Dude, 100%. Like 100%. If you're focused on winning, you're not relaxed. You're tense.
Yeah, exactly.
You're focused on trying to gain whatever it is that's needed to become, top place or whatever the fuck it is. If you relax, again, hey, dude, I'm pretty sure I brought it up before, but Bruce Lee said it best. You gotta be like water, dude. You have to be able to read the room and be like water. You gotta. If you're too tense on whether or not you're gonna even without like, okay, where there's a competition between first, second, third, for whatever. Even if you're scared, and yes, I said a scared, Fred a scared. Ugh.
Yeah.
Wow. If you're scared of bombing, don't take the bomb. Embrace it, because that bomb is showing you what you need to fix and what you need to work on. You can even have shit terrible jokes, but you do them again in a different tone or pitch or in a different presentation, and it works only because of that fix. But you'd have to bomb first to see where that problem came from. I mean, again, these are just observations that I've made in terms of attempting to be humorous around other humans. And work on your vocabulary. That's a very big thing.
Also very good. He says, I don't care if I lose a board game, though. I actually am the opposite then, because in something where the point is to entertain, like, even just like charades or, something like that, but Jackbox in particular, if you're too focused on winning, then you stress yourself out.
Yeah.
But if it's a board game where like there's winners and losers, I'm trying to win. I'm not messing around. It's like, no, I want to win.
Yeah, but see, the difference, Terry, is gain control of your humor to the point where you can use it as a tactic to win these types of games. That's why for some people these games that you guys are playing are just alien, because it's just they haven't had the time or even the means or the need to develop this type of mentality. And I think, I mean, this is again pure speculation. I'm no doctor. This is my thesis.
Yeah, I do get competitive. I do get competitive with
yes,
with board games and video games and such. Like, the idea of letting someone win is not going to happen. I can't do it.
Because this is, I mean, this quote unquote board game is a little bit different than Risk or Battleship or Mario Party. This requires you to have a certain level of wit about you. It's not
No,
just a roll
I'm
of
talking
dice.
about regular board games. Like
regular board games. Yeah, fuck that. I'm into win it.
Yeah, like if like it was you and me, for instance, playing some board game. I can't even think of one off the top of my head, but you know, some decent board game. I'm trying to win. I'm not going to go easy on you. I don't even know how to go easy on someone, because it's just like, no. But if I do that, I'll lose. No, I'm not doing that. It's only if I've got to be creative that I put the competition aside, because I know that stressing out is actually going to make me worse at it.
Oh, but that's a strategy of winning.
Yeah,
you understand that you're not, if you focus too much on trying to win, you lower your chances of winning. So you try and relax yourself as much as possible.
Yeah.
To be able to open up that opportunity, dude. And again, but you're capable of doing that. There's a lot of people who struggle to do that. You know, they just cannot calm down enough. You know, they can't untether from the want of winning.
There's a guy on YouTube called Brian F, and he was actually saying that, like, people were congratulating him on, like, how he doesn't really care whether he wins or loses, and he goes, "Are you kidding? Winning is like all I care about." But I realized that, ironically, if all I care about is winning, I don't win. The only way to maximize my winning is to care less about winning. So that I had to develop that skill.
Honestly,
and I thought it was pretty funny. It's like
that kind of Yo, go ahead.
If he obsesses over winning, like, because he's a Street Fighter player, if he obsesses over winning, then he is not willing to do things that will help him learn. Like, if it's a game that doesn't matter, like if it's in a tournament, try and win. But if he's just playing online against nobodies, if he's too focused on winning, he won't be like, you know what, I'm just going to try this and see if it works, because he doesn't want to. Like, if he was too focused on winning, he'd be too scared to try it in case it didn't work. But he learned, no, this game doesn't matter. This is where I should be taking those crazy risks, just to see what works, and then I can use the good stuff in tournaments.
I wonder if this type of mentality actually works, because Kyverdan just said, you know, losing, I'm guaranteed not to win, like a sports game. I don't care because I'm not athletic. I don't think being athletic will make me popular. I wonder if people who are playing sports like that, athletic sports, you know, have the same kind of mentality where it's if I just focus on having fun and enjoying the sport, that I find that I'm a better player. I mean, I wouldn't even say that that's a universal thing for every type of, you know, somebody enjoying some entertainment somewhere or whatever. But I will say, yeah, if you're playing a game, sometimes it might be of benefit to just turn the mind off trying to achieve that goal and just flow with it, just work with it. And I mean, I guess I see the obstacles, am I good enough? Am I able to be able, but that's a journey. I mean, if you really want to get
you need some balance. Like,
Yeah.
if you care literally zero about winning, then you've got no incentive to improve.
Yeah.
But if you care too much about winning, then you don't spend the time focusing on improving, because it might harm your win ratio.
Yep. Or if you're ultra focused on just constantly winning, you lose sight of all the other abstracts of the fight or the game, the contest, and you don't grow from that. You just become a stagnant,
and
I guess, pillar.
That's why I always want the match to be a close match. Like, whether I win or lose, I would rather lose a close match than win double perfect against someone who doesn't know what they're doing, because there's no value in completely thrashing someone over and over again.
No. And it doesn't.
That's why I like playing against Johnny, because he's about the same skill level as me, and so I'll win probably a little more than he does, but it'll be close matches most of the time, so it's not like boring. It's like, oh shit, I that could have easily gone the other way.
Oh, I won't lie. I'm kind of a little facetious. Sometimes in when I play people online, or friends or whatever, I don't always play at 100%. I'm not saying I'm half-assing it, but I'm also not, going at it like, oh my god, if I win this, I win $1 million and tournament contracts. And blah, blah, blah.
No.
It's like, no, I'm just having fun with it, and
it's important to keep your the situation in mind. Like, if I'm playing against like you or Quiz or Johnny, then the stakes are low, so there's no need to get upset about losing. It's like we're just mucking around, but we're trying to win, but there's no real price of failure other than I wanted to win instead.
Yeah.
If I entered like a tournament, not that I ever would, but then it'd be a totally different scenario where you absolutely should be pulling out all the stops and taking it deathly serious just for the duration of that tournament.
Yes. And then it comes right back to striking that balance of excuse me, being able to focus the areas that you need to, but also reminding yourself that if you're comfortable with it, if you're a little loose with it, you'd probably stand a better chance. I mean, again, that's my view. You got to strike that balance between the drive and the focus, but also remembering that you're supposed to be having fun with this. This isn't how many holes can I drill in a steel beam. This is you're playing a game. So
yeah.
I want to say greetings to, I know this was a bit ago, but Spud Gun. Apparently he was booted from Twitter again, or Twitter also.
Was he?
Yeah, I don't know what he did, but fucking Twitter. If Quiz, well, no, he doesn't like the YouTube lady.
No one likes the YouTube lady. Except Ethan Klein.
Oh well, yes. Did anything happen to him after he made those comments about Ben Shapiro?
I think he got a 1 week holiday. He's not allowed to stream for a week.
Oh really? Wow, they actually did something to him?
Very, very mild something, but yes. Can you imagine if it was the other way around and Ben had said that about Ethan?
Oh my
The
goodness.
Daily Wire would be nuked from orbit. There would be no trace of it on YouTube if it had been the other way around.
Wow. Yeah, no, yeah. And I really I can't stand that I have to even do this, but no, I don't like whataboutisms. But yeah, no, that's true. It's 100% true. It's crazy. And this is the thing that gets me, is this stuff is so blatantly out there in front of people. Like how much more do you fuckers have to see that there are protected class, and it's not the minorities or the white people. No, it's rich and elitist people. They're actually out there. I mean, it's fucking
of course.
Yeah, this is fucking crazy. No, go ahead and say whatever crazy shit you want to say, and you just get a week off.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess it's equal because
I think what he did was too egregious for YouTube to ignore. So they had to at least make a nominal appearance of disciplining him, even if it's not a serious punishment.
I wouldn't be surprised if well, yeah, no, yeah, he'll just have his slap on the wrist, I guess.
Yeah.
Oof. Frickin' believable. That's the state we're in, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see the Ant-Man and Wasp trailer?
I did not.
Oh.
I saw one thing where a dude was called Spider-Man and he got grumpy. That was it. Like, I didn't see like the full thing. I didn't even have the sound. I just saw someone like they said, "Thanks, Spider-Man," and then I think it was Paul Rudd kind of got grumpy at them.
Yeah.
And he had this look on his face, like, that's not me. And then he walked out the door.
It looks so... like, it feels like there was a movie or two between Ant-Man and the Wasp where they fought the Ghost and brought back Michelle Pfeiffer.
I know nothing. I know nothing about the story. I've not watched any Marvel movies since the first Iron Man.
Then you seeing this would probably leave you more confused as to who these characters are.
I don't doubt it.
I have no, like, I'm sitting there because a girl comes out and she's like, "Look, Dad, I showed you, I created a beacon that can talk to the quantum." I'm like, "Who the fuck is this kid?" Oh, that's his daughter? What the fuck? When did his daughter become a fucking scientist? Like, why are they still researching into the quantum realm? She's like, we made a beacon that goes into the quantum realm. And Michelle Pfeiffer's like, you made a beacon that goes to the... Why would you do that? Turn it off. It's like, well, if you knew it was bad, why in the fuck are you making a... Why are you teaching people how to get to the... What the fuck is going on? But it just gets to the... I think Bill Murray's in it. I think I saw Bill Murray.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I hope they don't do him like they did, what's his nut? My David, the David, fucking from, I can't believe I can't remember his name.
Oh.
But, yeah, no, that guy, they're probably going to treat him like him, you know, just make him a goofy offshot character. But yeah, I have no idea what in the fuck is going on. And they're showing Kang the Emperor, the Time Conqueror. At first I thought it was Doctor Doom, and I was like, oh my god, please don't dirty Doctor Doom. I know they want to put him in there somewhere, but please no. but it was Kang, and it's like, oh, okay, Kang's a pretty.
The Undertaker's brother?
No, this is the. I don't know which iteration they're gonna use for this one, but he's asking Ant-Man for help, and at the end, were you gonna help me, Ant-Man? And Paul.
I just like the idea of Kane from the WWE. He just turns up. They start the pyrotechnics and the music, and he just walks onto the set.
That they should just do that. It would be tons better. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell's going on with. I just saw that they have a teaser trailer for Secret Wars, so I was about to watch that before I started the show.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there like, I don't know. I guess it really did end with Endgame, so, or whatever.
I've heard people say that was the last good Marvel movie.
Yeah, that was it. When Iron Man died, I did see a new trailer for Wakanda Forever, and they showed Riri fighting Namor, and they made Riri's armor. It kind of looked like a Japanese shmup armor kind of character. It had like 2 wings and shit. It was cool. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Riri Williams, but come on, that armor kind of looks cool. Yeah, it looks alright. I like the game for
as I suggested in chat. My main exposure to Marvel is of the versus Capcom 2 variety.
The best.
So if they're not in that game, I'm probably not super familiar with who they are.
I'm gonna figure out how to get because over the weekend I was so I got myself a birthday present, picked up a laptop from work, and
nice.
Yeah, no, this thing is fucking leaps and bounds past the laptop I was using before, and so I'm like, oh shit, I can stream some Steam games. That's how bad it was. I was working with a potato from a box of scraps and a cake. So all weekend I was playing around with like, oh, okay, let's see if I can run this Steam game in a window mode, and I think I'm gonna have to try and get that one to run and play.
I think
during the stream.
Figure out a way. Give Vicade a test run on the new laptop.
Yes, and find a legit way to play Marvel versus Capcom 2. Because I think that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but Vicade has so many different games on it. So it's like obscure games no one's heard of. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but like you'll scroll through it. It's like, what the fuck is this?
See, I got 2 in mind: Time Killers and whatever the fuck that 3DO game was that had the Scottish guy who would lift his kilt and a fireball would come out of his fucking crotch. I can't remember.
I don't know which game that is, but I think I saw it on Matt McMuscle's channel once.
Yeah. What the fuck? And then I think there was like a Dallas cheerleader or something like that. Oh.
It's no, I would be more than happy to play Time Killers again. I used to love that game when I was like a teenager.
Emulation. Look, we here at Minions of the Zoo, we don't support any sort of piracy whatsoever. Okay, we are not Yoho adjacent. So
I think it depends if it's abandonware. Like if the game's been abandoned, then it's a lot less of a problem to get a copy of it. Like there's a game called Psychic Detective that is complete abandonware. The company that made it is out of business. No one is suffering if you get an emulated version of Psychic Detective. If you get an emulated version of Assassin's Creed that they're still selling on Steam, that's a different story. So if it's abandoned and the games on arcade are all abandonware, then yeah, go for it. Who cares?
I mean,
well, maybe not all of the games, because you can play like Third Strike and you can get paid versions of Third Strike, but for the most part, if it's on Fightcade, it's a game that is decades old that no one cares about if you get a free copy.
Oh shit.
I'm almost certain that whatever company made Shaq Fu is not gonna be upset that you played Shaq Fu on Fightcade instead of buying a Super Nintendo and tracking down an eBay copy of Shaq Fu for hundreds of dollars.
Well, I'm just more worried now that I played that clip that Disney's gonna come after us for playing. They're gonna be like, oh wait, pirates? We don't care about you pirating fucking Mickey Mouse capades.
But yeah, I'm absolutely fine if there's no realistic way to get a legitimate copy. Like, if the hardware required to run it is a Super Nintendo, like, it's fine. No one is still selling Super Nintendo games at stores. Just emulate it. It's fine. If it's a current system, then I'm a bit more on the edge, on the fence. But if it's a Super Nintendo or even a GameCube game, just do what you want. It's like no one is selling GameCube games like legit anymore. Anyways, it's fine.
No. Well, that's the thing too. Which I guess actually brings me into what I was talking about before the show started with Bayonetta 3, where I think, again, people have a very skewed view of how game development works. But just like, yeah, if you if you download a copy of, say, Final Fantasy 3 on the Super Nintendo,
yeah,
it's not affecting anybody who developed the game. They've already been paid to make the game.
Yep.
Any residuals that they get, it's already squared away with their contract, if they get it. I'm pretty sure that some of the fucking sprite designers or sound effects engineers, I'm pretty sure they're not getting residuals for any, extra Final Fantasy copies they're making.
But even besides that, no one is manufacturing new SNES cartridges anymore.
Well, yeah.
No one is creating a product to sell that can only be run on a Super Nintendo. That doesn't exist.
Well, that's even stepping into the outer sphere of it, where it's you were concerned about the developers getting their cut of the game that you downloaded. And it's like, well, they've already been squared with that. Oh, okay. Well, it's the production. No, nobody's making these copies of games that you could purchase. So there is literally no one being cheated out of their money if you download a game.
My thing is this: the only way to get a copy of, say, Final Fantasy VI, would be to buy it on eBay, where no one who made the game or had any involvement with the development of the game gets that money. The only person who gets the money is whoever you bought the copy from.
Yeah.
Like whoever's selling it on eBay. There is no one at Squaresoft missing out if you download a copy of Final Fantasy.
Well, hold on.
4, 5, 6, whatever.
Like I said, I would. That's why I even brought up the residuals. If you bought a copy of it on, say, your cell phone, Final Fantasy 6, 3, whatever remake on your cell phone, again, I highly doubt that people who developed the original game are seeing any of that money.
No.
I'm pretty sure that at most it would go to the people who ported it.
Yeah, for sure.
Those guys, maybe. But again, those people were probably worked on a contract. Hey, we're gonna pay you X amount of money to work on this game. That's what you're doing. And it brings me to this Bayonetta thing where this voice actress, she was pulling up numbers to make the claim that Bayonetta is such a well-known franchise, big, it's making all this money, but she took all the money that the series collected as a whole and was running with that. And it's like, dude, the first Bayonetta didn't do well. The second Bayonetta had to be produced by Nintendo, well, partially by Nintendo. The third one, we're even lucky we got it. So let's be realistic. Like this, the character is popular because she's a popular character. The game isn't flying off the shelves. It's not making.
I legitimately think more people think of Bayonetta as a Smash Brothers character.
Yeah.
And a Bayonetta character.
And she's is what she is. It's like Shantae. You ever hear of Shantae?
Yeah, I've never played the games, but
have you ever picked up a
Game
Game Boy Advance game or a Game Boy Color game with Shantae? No, but you can see the image in your head of who this character is because people like the character.
Genie girl.
Yeah, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. And the series as a whole, like, hey, if you're doing well and you're keeping your front, good on you. Again, I'm never against somebody offering a product and the product does well in the market. That's good. That's good for people coming in afterwards and saying, hey, I have some product that I want to put to market. That gives them a chance as well. What I don't like is when people come in like this where it's like, well, I was part of it and I think I deserve X amount of money. And it's like, yo, humble yourself. You're not that. You're not what you think you are.
No.
You're taking the cosplaying people. You're taking the people who are making art, and you're taking that at face. Those people they're not constantly buying the game. Like that's the point, right?
And apparently the first Bayonetta was meant to be a Devil May Cry game, which, I mean, they play very similarly, so that doesn't surprise me.
I've never played Devil May Cry. I've only played.
It's okay.
I've only played Bayonetta 1 for like a couple of missions in or levels in, whatever. And then I got bored with it. I didn't get bored. Like, the gameplay was fun. I just wasn't really. It didn't grab me as much as enough to where I was like, I'm gonna complete this game. The moment another game came out that caught my eye, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go play that one.
I apparently played the first Bayonetta for 5 hours. That's all I played it for.
What did you play on Steam?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I picked it up on because it came on the Wii U.
I never had a Wii U.
A double pack. Yeah, because I remember playing the second one, but just the first level. And I like the the combat. I like the action of it. It's just something I have a real bad problem. All right, I have a real bad problem where I'll play a game, and I may make good headway into it, but something clicks and I'm like, oh, hey, I'm gonna go play this other game. No, I'll come back to it.
And Chrono Trigger. I played all the way up to the final boss and didn't finish the game. I did that like 5 times. I don't know why. For some reason, I always got to the final boss and then just didn't finish the game.
Wait, you got to Lavos and you?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay.
I don't know.
Hold on,
I don't know
because
why.
you can access Lavos at the beginning. And once you get to the
No. I finished the Black Omen.
Oh.
And then,
you got all the way to the Black Omen and you still didn't finish Lavos?
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with me, but there was just something in and then I just never finished it. And I did that like 5 times, and then it was like eventually it's like, no, fuck this. I'm finishing this goddamn game. And so I did eventually finish it. It's just like the first few times I played, I was just like, no, so something else has caught my attention. I'll do that instead. And yeah, backlogs are mentioned in chat. Yes, I've got 1,400 games unplayed on Steam. It's a bit of a problem.
Yo, yeah.
Oh, 1,500. It's 1,493 unplayed games on Steam.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Now the question comes up, do you ever realistically plan on playing any of them to completion?
Any of them? Sure, I'm going to play lots of them to completion. It's just, am I going to play 1,500 of them? No. There's a whole bunch of games that are only there because I got them in a bundle.
Yes.
And it was cheaper to buy the bundle than the individual game. So, sure, I'll take them. But am I ever going to play them? Probably not.
Well, and there was that meme going around that I saw. There was like, your wallet starts getting full, and all of a sudden, in the door kicks in Steam sale. Hey.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I've got like 900 games on my wish list, and like most of them I don't even actually want. I was just like, I was scrolling through and like, oh yeah, this seems kind of interesting. I clicked wish list, and then I'll probably never buy it.
But you want to. I mean, I want to. And every time they give me a little email like, hey, this game that was on your wish list, it's on sale. And it's like, oh, fuck.
If I had infinite money and infinite time, then absolutely I'd buy the games on my wish list. But I don't want them enough to actually buy them unless they're like $1. If they're $2, sure, I'll just, why not? But like I'm not going to spend much money on most of the games on my wish list because it's just like, yeah, this seems pretty cool. I'll wish list that, and then I just never actually going to buy it.
Well, that's the thing too, right? If it's $1 or $2, yeah, I'll pick up the game. But if it's anything more, it's like, I don't want to spend $10 and then never play this game.
Oh yeah, exactly. I know most of mine is from bundles, and the rest of them are like $1, $2 games that I bought on a whim, and if I never get to play them, I don't really care. But I have bad news. Mr. Gunsky has arrived in chat, so we must end the stream. That is the rules.
I was gonna ask, is that is that what is the protocol for this? I was looking through the rule book that Reject sent me, and I swear, yeah, once you see Quippers United, you gotta start closing up shop.
I think that's like in the Constitution. I think like George Washington and those guys were like, no, we need to make this a law now.
Dude, Ben
if
Franklin
you see
was...
Jack Gunsky in a YouTube chat, you have to end the stream immediately.
You gotta go. It's gotta go. And okay, well, you know. Well, we have been running for an hour, so it's
yeah.
I guess it makes sense. See, I'm leaving on my terms. But yes. Oh shit! And I didn't. Hold on. Gunsky be damned. Hold on. Oh, so was there anything you wanted to leave or say as we're heading out?
Just a reminder, if you haven't already, go check out the Rumble page on for Minions of the Zoo. We do want to try and get that to 100. It's a distant target, but we would like to get there. So, if you could, we'd appreciate it.
Hey, yeah, no, yeah. The link is in the description, and if you scroll up on the chat, you'll probably be able to see the link.
I just put it in chat again. It's fine.
Oh, there you go. I guess that was
it's still in the clipboard.
But, damn it. Okay, there we go. Like I said, I was gonna try and get a game in tonight, but
it didn't happen.
It did not happen. But it is gonna be spoopy time next week, so I do want to announce, Terry, would you be able to
Yes.
hang out? All right. Well,
Sure.
We're gonna do something different. I want to talk about scary things. So if you have Terry, if you have anything,
I'll try and
or-
think of something.
yeah. I already have a few, so even if you don't, just tagging along would be fun, because I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
sure.
strange. But yes, that is the end of the show. I hope everybody enjoyed the evening. I think we had some good conversations, and I did enjoy the conversations with chat. So I hope all of you guys hang out with us again next Monday. For the time being, I'm going to be running Mondays while Quiz runs Sundays, and I'm sure if things switch up, we'll make that announcement. And that's the last I ever want to have to say about that, because I really don't like having to respond shit. It is what it is, and we'll see what happens. But yes. I want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank Terry for joining me on this wonderful evening, or middle of the day for you.
Yeah, it's lunchtime here. It's 1 in the afternoon.
What's for lunch?
I'm actually going to have like just a microwave meal, so nothing terribly exciting.
Oh, all right. Well, I hope you find it enjoyable.
I hope so.
But that's been the Minions of the Zoo. I love y'all, and God bless. And the zoo is closed.
Bye, guys.
We go to the outro.